Hello, everyone! Today, I'd like to talk about a theologian named Marcus Borg's unique understanding of God. He compared God to a wholesaler and a retailer. Aren't you curious what this means? First, let's talk about the wholesaler God. When we say wholesaler, we usually think of a large store that handles goods in bulk. Marcus Borg thought of God as that kind of giant existence, the Almighty who created the universe, governs history, and transcends everything. A mysterious and vast being leading the world with grand providence, a God on a scale that we can't even dare to imagine. This is like macroeconomics, drawing a giant picture that encompasses everything. It makes us realize that all the big and small events we face are within His great plan. Then, what is the retailer God like? A retailer is a small shop that sells directly to individual consumers, the God we meet in the very small parts of our lives. That is, in our daily routines, is the retailer God. Rather than a giant creator, He is like a personal friend who shares our joys and sorrows by our side, giving comfort when we are sad and strength when we are weary, listening to my prayers. The retailer God is the one who communicates intimately with me. Just like microeconomics, He wants to be with me in the finest details of my personal life and build a relationship. Everyone, do these two perspectives seem contradictory? Borg says these are not conflicting concepts, but a complementary relationship, just as chapters 1 and 2 of Genesis describe God from different perspectives. Genesis 1 contains the grand story of the creation. When God spoke, there was light and there was land. The image of the great wholesaler God who made everything is well revealed. On the other hand, Genesis 2 shows the intimate retailer God, who directly shapes Adam and Eve and walks with them in the garden. These two aspects are like two sides of the same coin. The God who creates the vast universe is simultaneously present in my small heart. As the English poet William Blake sang, "To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wildflower," we can discover the retailer God's intimacy in the wholesaler God's vastness, and in the retailer God's intimacy, find the wholesaler God's greatness. This insight from Marcus Borg helps us not to define God in only one way, but to understand Him more richly and three-dimensionally. Through the retailer God who is present in our lives, we realize the wholesaler God's greatness and feel how precious our lives are within His grand providence. Perhaps this is the message Marcus Borg wanted to convey. That's it for today. I'll be back next time with a more interesting topic. Thank you!